Right, Clarets, fan reaction. Burnley nil, Derby County nil. I've only got one word for that performance, really. Dire. Absolutely dire. I think I'm a very positive person. I like to think so anyway. I like to think I'm, a glass half full kind of guy. But that tonight, I'd struggle to see anyone tell me that that was a good game and that was good enough. Um, because simply it just wasn't. Um, yeah, we dominated the ball. Yeah, we dominated possession. Um, were we the better side though? No. Yes, Derby came with a game plan. Did their game plan work and they get what they wanted from the game plan? Yes, it did. So the scenes at full time, they celebrated as if they'd won. They'd won the league. And fair play to him for celebrating like that. I've no issues with them celebrating like that. So I don't want anyone coming at me because of that. Because they fair play to him. Celebrate how you want, but they came with the game plan and they got exactly what they wanted. And to be fair, they could have nicked it as well. Um, all right, we had most of the ball and we probably created more chances, but realistically, they created the better chances. There was a shot that just zipped past the post. There was the one that just looped over. There was one where Trafford made a good save, but it bounced straight back to their player, and he's got it round Trafford, and it should be doing better and putting it into what was effectively an empty net. All right, Steve was coming in to recover it, but it was effectively an empty net. So I feel like we've almost got away with one tonight. But like I said, that it was dire from Burnley. It was absolutely dire. I don't want to go in on players and question the manager, but like Sarmiento isn't a 10. I'm struggling to see what Sarmiento brings to the team, but he does get a bit of a free pass because he's being played out of position. He's not a striker. He is a 10. He's even so. His first touch is awful. His positioning's awful. He doesn't make runs into the box. Okay, he's been made to play as a striker, but you've got to make the effort. And for me, Sarmiento, Fleming hasn't. And he just simply wasn't good enough tonight. Josh Laurent, I think he's brilliant. He brings us further up the pitch. In the first half, he did do that. In the second half, not so much. And, I can completely see why he got taken off when he did. Probably should have come off sooner. There's so many players that I don't want to lay into players because we're third in the league and it's a 0-0 draw and we've got a point and we've got a clean sheet and it's a good point in terms of the game. Like I say, we probably got away with it a little bit, and I think Derby did well. But like I said, the whole team just didn't work tonight, and it's almost as if Parker didn't know what players he wanted to play and what style play he wanted and how he wanted to approach the game. It was almost as if he did want to be attacking with Sarmiento starting, but then he was and Perez at fullback. But then he also wasn't too sure, and that's why he had to put Laurent in there. Josh Cullen, outstanding as he always is. But tonight, I don't think he was absolutely brilliant. There's only two players who run that team tonight who can walk out with the heads held high thinking, this is how well I played, I did my job, I was good. And one of them is obviously Steve because it's always Steve. And the other one for me was Sarmiento. But even him, when you could tell he was getting tired. He started just being sloppy with the ball. And even Sarmiento, as good as he was tonight for me, as soon as he gets it in and around the box, he just didn't know what to do with it. And he had a couple of snapshots, which good. He's had a shot, which is something that we really, really, really need to start doing more. We need to start having shots more rather than just passing it around outside the box. But look, football's an emotional game. I'm feeling disappointed tonight because I honestly thought going into today's game, we had a really, really good chance of getting 3 points. And you look at the games that have taken place tonight as well and the other results, and it was a good chance for us to not only get 3 points but close the gap on the top team. We could have ended tonight in second, like 1 point behind Leeds, or something like that. But we're still in third. And this is the weird thing, because we're still in third. We've only lost 2 games all season. It's another clean sheet. We've only conceded 7 goals. Everything about it is really good. But going forward, it's not. And we know that we need a striker, but we've got strikers on the bench. And shoehorning Fleming into that role does not work. And we're waiting for moments of quality, and the quality's not there at the moment. And like I say, we've probably got away with it tonight because they had moments that could have been quality, and better teams put those chances away. And we just don't seem to know what to do. 2 big penalty shouts tonight as well. Both, for me, absolute Stonewall penalties. The first, obviously, the handball, like that's... He's leaned into it with his arm. I can't see how anyone has not given it a penalty. How anyone thinks that's not a penalty. But obviously the referee, the only man it matters with, doesn't think it's a penalty. And then we go down the other end in the second half, and one of the lads has their arms wrapped around, one of our players and pulls him to the floor when the ball's going over. And it don't get given, but if that was on the halfway line, you can guarantee that it would have been given. And like I say, I don't want to use them as excuses, because we were shocking tonight. We were absolutely awful. And, we shouldn't rely on referees to give us decisions like that. But yeah, like I say, I'd like to think I'm quite a positive person, and tonight I'm just feeling a little bit negative about it. But like I say, football's emotional. It is what it is. We've got Norwich on Sunday, so an extra day's rest as well. Hopefully we can sort some issues out. But as you can probably see, I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. So please, Santa, for Christmas, give us a striker. And please, 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 let us take some more shots up the Clarets.